My first year I lived in Ackley Hall, which is over in the Goldsworth Valley.
My first year I lived in Ackley because it was the honors living community.
Which basically just means that most of the people on my floor were honor students, part of the Lee Honors College, which was really cool because they were kind of like-minded individuals, and I really enjoyed that.
I lived in Valley 1 in Britton Hall. Before I came to college, I kept to myself, I was pretty quiet, but I lived on a floor that was really outgoing. We had like a really good group of people, we got along really well, and I lived with my best friends.
I did live in Draper Seed during my first year.
I really enjoyed touring the Western Heights. Those are really nice resident halls, and I wish I was able to live there my first year, but I'm still glad that I lived in Draper.
I lived in Western Heights West. There's a lot of things to do. We have a lot of open community spaces, so there's a lot of places for students to go and just hang out with each other and get to know each other, whether it's on your floor or just the people within the building.
I loved it. I lived on the 5th floor of Ackley, and I quickly made friends with a lot of the other students who lived on the floor. We always had our doors open. We would walk down from one person's room to another. We'd have movie nights. On campus, there's every kind of thing you can imagine. There are concerts at times, sometimes movies in our Miller Auditorium that are for students. Specifically, they'll show movies that are out in theater but not out on DVD yet, which is really exciting.
I love all the type of events that they have on campus. Bronco Bash is one of my favorites. Getting all that free stuff, getting to hang out with friends from different organizations.
One of the things that my friends like to do is we like to get together and go to the climb wall in the rec center.
I am part of a couple of different RSOs, which are student organizations here on campus.
My favorite thing to do on campus is probably the dining halls, just because I like eating.
My favorite things to do are the Miller movies, where our campus activities board will put on a movie that just came out of theaters in our auditorium, and it's $1 to go see.
There's things from campus involvement to nightly activities. Even your residence hall will do nightly events to get everybody together, and the student recreational center is a big area to do events.
There's a lot of things to do on campus, whether it's going to events, just hanging out in the Bernhardt Center with some of your friends, studying.
If you're studying as a group, I found that the computer lounge in the Bernhardt Center has some great places for that, as well as the bottom level of the library. Well, I've actually gone into the biology greenhouse sometimes when they're open, and I've studied in there because it's really beautiful, nice and warm, and not a lot of people know that we're all allowed to go in there, so there's not usually a lot of people.
I like the library, also the 10th floor of Sprawl Tower is pretty cool, and then my favorite place to go though would definitely be Heritage Hall, because you get an awesome view of campus and the city of Kalamazoo.
I have learned so much. Time really does fly. I remember the seniors that I was friends with my first year saying they couldn't believe they were graduating already. It goes by really fast, so appreciate every moment and take advantage of every experience that you can. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and to really put yourself out there and do things that you were scared to do before.
There are so many opportunities to really dig into what you want to study or what you want to be involved with.
The scariest part about coming to school would have to be that I didn't think I was going to make any friends. I mean, I'm an outgoing person, but I was coming up to a place where I didn't know anybody, so I was kind of nervous about not making friends. But I've made friends, so I got over the nervousness.
To be a Bronco is to take life by the reins and to pretty much just be up for any challenge and just be up for any adventure life throws at you.
We're kind of all in this together. The thing I love about Western is that we always acknowledge each other as human beings.
What it means to be a Bronco would have to be just bleeding brown and gold and just giving your all into whatever you put your mind to.
Be enthusiastic and be passionate about what you want to be passionate about, and taking advantage of the opportunities that you have here to do that all the way and do that 100%.